What's up, witches? It's me, Luna, and I'm here on a Sunday. It's November 3rd, 2024. And over the last few days, particularly since the new moon, Scorpio new moon is always intense, but when it falls like the morning of November 1st on Samhain, it's particularly intense. And when you're walking up to the most consequential election possibly in American history, it gets really tense. And I noticed that yesterday in particular, I was having these just very distressed feelings. And my son's friend even commented on Facebook that he'd been feeling distraught yesterday. So I thought I would jump on here and just do some readings because I don't read on the election. I don't. Why would I torture myself that way? You do the work and then you wait for results. But as we're in this, in Ohio today is the last day of early voting. There's none tomorrow, and then Tuesday, election day. So I thought, why not? And to do readings mostly just for us, for us to address how we're feeling. Today we have two things standing out to me when I look at astrology. We've got a Jupiter-Venus opposition in mutable signs, which is that's like too much of a good thing. And it can be, first of all, Jupiter in Gemini, too much taking in too much communication, too much screen time. Venus and Sagittarius can be, loving sports and let's watch sports and let's play, but it can be too much of a good thing. And that could be a way that we're sort of trying to cope, is just by, carbs. Too much of a good thing. And then we have this Pluto-Mars opposition, and I think I'm going to blame this for these feelings of, because Pluto and Mars, the rulers of Scorpio, while the sun is in Scorpio, to have its two rulers opposing each other is just incredible tension, internal, external, emotional. That's a cardinal opposition. Both are sitting at 29 degrees. So we're, Mars is going to roll to Leo in the next day or so. So anyway, lots of tension and lots of just expansive stuff going on. So let's go to cards, shall we? I'm going to start with a blessing because we need it. We all need a blessing. I'm trying to find a match that actually has the tip on it. So get yourself settled, pause the video, get a cup of tea if you want. Ooh, that's one thing I didn't do, is get myself a cup of tea. How interesting, my sage doesn't want to light. Yes, it does. Let's try that again. See, if you build the fire right, it lights. And I'm thinking about, I'm going to edit this out, I'm going to edit that out. I'm going to try real hard not to edit anything today because it takes time. By air and fire, may you be purified and charged. May air purify your mind and open it to possibilities and ideas. Just blessing the several decks that I have on deck. And may by fire, may it clear your vision, increase your inner light. By water and earth, may you be blessed and made whole. By water, may you be healed and connected to your emotional body, your feeling body. May your feelings flow, and may earth bless your body and support your efforts to manifest. And by the sound of the bell, may all negativity be cleared. Ooh. To water and earth my decks. May your mind be focused. And may spirit enter in. Guides, guardians, allies, ancestors. Hecate, Tara, Caradwen, the Morrigan. I'm seeing the star card in my mind, all of our spirit helpers. Please come close. Protect us, help us, stay connected to our joy. Help us open our ears and eyes to what is there to be seen and heard. Help us open our mouths to what needs to be said. I offer you fresh water. And I offer you the fire of Azrael. So mote it be. It's weird, as I was saying that, I heard a creak behind me. I thought my husband came up behind me. So, welcome, Spirit. Okay, let's give the dexes some fire of Azrael. All right. I have here my ride or die that I have not picked up for so long because I retired it. This was my professional reading deck. I have a newer copy of it, but this, as you see, is my grungy, gnarly, permanently bent copy. Let's try that face up. I have already given each of these decks a thorough shuffle. 7 riffle shuffles. Okay, 5 of rods comes flying out. So see what we have here? Contention. Yes, there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of contention. There's a lot of, that card tells me that there's a lot of effort that is uncoordinated. So I'm hoping that that's on the other side. I'm thinking that that's on the other side because our side, sorry, I gotta get close, has been very coordinated in its efforts. So, all right, now we focus. I'm going to do a Wheel of Fortune spread here, so you get to experience what that is about. It comes from the book Classic Tarot Spreads by something Conrad, Konrad. First name starts with an S, I think. Anyway, okay. I'm relaxing. So I would just like a picture of us as Americans and this election. Us in terms of this election, broadening the categories to the collective. What do we need to know about this? Please, we ask for clear messages, clear symbols. Okay, we're going to start off here then. So there are 3 cards for each category. And we get Judgment was the card that flipped out. So we're going to have complete. And so this first category is, you know, sort of what's above you, what's working on you. Because the one down here are things you're working on. So this is what's working on you, sort of the atmosphere around. That Page of Swords in the middle is acknowledging decision time. and also acknowledging the fear. So pulling this deck out takes me back to the personal meanings that I have assigned to these cards over the years, and that's what I'm going to go with. Page of Swords is fear and trepidation. Look at him. He's got that sword up. He's anticipating difficulties. And then we've got the King of Pentacles over here. Here's the guy with the money. The guy that is totally concerned with money. Judgment is a card of change, and it's a card of complete change and inevitable change. So there is inevitable change coming that has us in defensive mode. Page of Swords can also mean truth-seeking, looking into things, and then we've got the man with the money here. That can also be acknowledging issues that the voters are facing about control of money and, not being able to actually afford what it takes to live these days. All right. This category is the things that we're working on, and we have justice here. Look at this, judgment and justice right away. So, wow, is this ever about weighing decisions out and getting something decided and fairness and equity and all of that? Six of Swords says we are working on moving through troubled waters. We are working on surviving, on this card can be a card of rescue even, but certainly of transition, of crossing from one place to another and moving away from trouble is what we're working on. And with justice at the 4 here. And then 8 of Pentacles is just down to the daily work. What we're working on is polishing up our skills, polishing our democracy, just each person getting their hands on the tools and participating, practicing and participating. Okay, past. Yeah, you think? 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, High Priestess. So in the farthest past, we had absolute devastation. That was the, I'm putting this back at the insurrection, the devastation of that. And 9 of Swords is that lingering trauma. So one of the things I really want to address today is, why are we feeling the way we're feeling 2 days before this momentous election? Because we've been traumatized. We've been hurt. We've been traumatized. So if you are feeling this, please acknowledge that this is trauma, And then we've got the High Priestess in the most recent past. So she is there to most recently see things very clearly, dispassionately, not emotionally, but clearly. And she talks about secrets too. And that's very interesting. So we had, we've got a little secret. And so this could be one of the things in the most recent past that is causing us anxiety, is this illusion to, we've got a secret. Here's what the secret is, right? So here come the majors in every category. This is fascinating. It's like bookends here, major, boom, boom. So we have the Emperor. Oh boy. So the future cards, this is past, this is future, and this just means if nothing changes from this moment, here's what we're headed towards. So we have the Emperor here. And that, of course, is authority. It's where the buck stops. It's responsibility. You could see that as a dictator, but I am not going to. It's just authority stepping forward here. The person with the power stepping forward. At this moment, the person with the power is Joseph Biden. So I'm seeing authority coming forward. Page of Cups here talks about seeing into emotions. Okay, here, let me see in this. So I wonder about, the president having to come and make a statement to help people calm down, to help people feel better. But the Page of Cups Well, the meaning I always gave him was it's time for spiritual practice. It is time to actually put spiritual practice into practice, to look to taking care of yourself emotionally. That's what it is really the responsibility that we all have to take care of ourselves emotionally. And Two of Swords here says the tendency is going to be, I don't want to know, I don't want to see, just, give me something that makes me feel nice. Okay. But we can also look at the Two of Swords as just going really deep, considering it's next to this Page of Cups, that, um, I didn't put a timer on this, like saying, show me just after the election. I was doing this for now. So I would say that we just need to take responsibility for our own emotional well being, and we need to go deep inside. If we need to kind of put the blindfold on for a little bit for the next couple days, so be it. The outcome, once you're voted, the outcome's going to be the outcome, whether you watch TV endlessly or not. So I'm seeing here that let the authority take it, and we step back and maybe put those blinders on for a little bit. Oh my God, here's house and home. So we are talking about domestically, what's going on actually within the United States, the structure of it, and here's the devil. And there's another two, the Two of Pentacles, juggling resources, and then we've got Queen of Rods. And can I just say a hearty but loving fuck you to the court cards here. Queen of Rods here, though. She is certainly a powerful female figure. She would certainly, she is a card a lot of people are using for Kamala because she's a Leo. So we've got the devil and we've got Kamala and oh my God, okay. How clear is that? What's going on? Yes, we're making decisions here. Well, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? It's between this and this. That's pretty clear. Sometimes the categories just go boom, 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 and you're done. So, house and home. This is heart and mind. What you're thinking, what you're feeling. You can call it hopes and fears, but hopes, I really like heart and mind, what you're thinking and what you're feeling. It just leaves it a lot more open, I guess. So Eight of Rods says things are moving fast. The Fool and the Wheel of Fortune there says, please give us a new beginning. Please let us move on. Wheel of Fortune talks about the wheel turning, times changing, organic change, getting past a particular season, So it is a card of change as well, but it is cyclic change. And the Fool says brand new start. Eight of Rods is now, now, now. So we do have a head of steam coming in. We're thinking about very swiftly coming to a new start and things moving on. This category is the category of the known or the seen. I can't remember how it describes it in the book. It's like what you're aware of, what you're not aware of. But I kind of like the idea of visible and invisible, or seen and unseen. So visible, expected and unexpected. We have, look at this, King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. But below these two swords, look at that. This is the DOJ. This is the Truth Finders. These are the Truth Finders. Is that Merrick Garland, Jack Smith, maybe both of them? Ace of Swords talks about a beginning because of what gets cut away. All right. It's also the truth. And I'm looking at these two upheld swords. Here we have swords going down and swords going across. Here we have them upheld, boom, boom, boom. And the Chariot implies control and empowerment. Chariot implies I know where I'm going. So we do have those that are working for us. They are in the driver's seat. They are working for us. That is the expected, the seen. Here's the unseen. Or the unexpected. Wow. Okay, this is always a tricky category. We've got Five of Pentacles, poverty, abandonment, feeling left out in the cold. And then we have another two majors here. We got two up here, we got two down here. Every category has had a major so far. which is validates the reading really because everything is major. Strength and death. So if I read these as a 1, 2, 3, then we go from there's this sense of abandonment, this sense of I'm out in the cold, there's not going to be enough. And then there's strength, which is courage to get through that time. And then there's death, which is a final ending. So what's unexpected is there is a final ending here. And then this, yeah, before I turned that third one, I knew it was coming up major. And at the end here, we have temperance, the moon, and the sun. The moon indicates a lot of deception going on, a lot of deception at the core. Temperance, though, says that things are being measured out, things are being meted out, things are being balanced, weighed and balanced. Look at it coming right above, right between judgment and justice. And then we've got the sun on this side. The sun comes out. So, I mean, we do have one more card to go. I don't see the tower here, though we've got, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, the Devil. We certainly have enough negativity to go around. Let's see what the final is here. Oh my God, the world. The world. It comes to completion. All access pass. This tells me that possibly we do take the House and the Senate both, and the White House. So I'm sorry, I gotta adjust this. It's killing my head. So wow. Okay, I'm gonna take a break down here, which means I need a pen. I wonder if I edited out the getting of a pen. Okay, I'm gonna take the breakdown of this reading. So we'll start with the majors. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 majors. This is big. That's how you tell that we're talking about big, life-changing things. 14, well beyond half. All right. Pentacles, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wands, we have 1. Wait, did I get all the pentacles? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So now you see what happens with me. Okay, Wands is 1, 2, 2. Wow. Swords 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And cups. Do we have any? Yeah, 1. 1 cup. Wow. I'm not sure I've done a Wheel of Fortune where I've had only 1 of any suit or major minor, that's crazy. Okay, so clearly we have standouts, swords and majors. We are in major conflict in this country, absolutely major conflict. And the 1 cup is a standout as well. If you do a reading and you take this breakdown and you have a goose egg someplace, none of something, especially in this big of a spread, that becomes a standout in itself. There's a reading to be had by what's missing, right? So 1 cup, and that cup being the Page of Cups, says that we must take care of ourselves emotionally. We must. We are responsible for it. I am also encouraged that the first card up in the future is the Emperor, because it says power and authority shows up when we need it. Yeah, just crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap this one up. Very interesting. I could have gone on about, just how things line up with each other, but let's use another deck. Okay, I'm going to go to Robin Wood, my number 2 ride or die. All right, she has been shuffled as well. I'm just going to do a 10 card with this. Okay, Robin Wood. Tell me specifically about Election Day. And I'm asking about just the general, how things run on Election Day. Smooth? Is it going to be a mess? Is it going to be, what are we looking at? Just Election Day itself. Do things run normally or not? Okay, that's looking good already. And the moon again. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. You guys, we've got 10 of Pentacles in the middle. Stability. Stability. Queen of Pentacles coming out. She is also stability and resourcefulness. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. We get this sort of balance between the feminine, stable, and the masculine, fiery and ready to go, ready to take on all comers. And then we've got 3 of Cups. These are both headed in the same direction. We've got, so they're not like confronting each other. We've got 3 of Cups here, which is celebrations. There's going to be like a party atmosphere here. But then we've got the moon coming up. And that always says there's going to be plenty of mysteries to be solved and plenty of questions. Though overall, the atmosphere of the day looks like it's going to be stable. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the 10 and the Ace, the Pentacles here, 4 out of 9 so far, just really do talk about the stability. But we do have a new start here physically. I don't know if that could be talking about some do-overs, or maybe there's just a new something that happens on Election Day that increases that stability. I'm trying to think of how that would have to do with money, but I'm not sure. I saw something today where it was Mark Elias from Democracy Docket talking about these swing states in the South that were trying to refuse federal overseers at their polling places. That, for every election, there are these neutral people, nonpartisan people that are just there to observe the goings on of the election. Are things running smoothly? Are people able to vote and to take care of problems, or maybe just report problems? But there are places that are trying to refuse that. So I'm wondering, because of just this card in the middle being stability, whether there's something new that comes in to aid that stability. Then we've got the Victory card down here. And then we've got this 7 of Pentacles, which I'm thinking is going to be counting. The counting of ballots, because it's reviewing what has, what can we harvest? What is there to bring in? So victory, and then the counting of ballots, and the Page of Wands there is light. Let there be light. Shine the light. Things. And then we've got the Hangman. So we're not going to get a decision on Election Day. We're not going to get a decision. We are going to be hanging for a little bit, and we understand that. And we have to be okay with that. This is why we need to be responsible for our own emotional states, because just be prepared that it's not going to be decided on Election Day. And it will take a while. This is a good thing, as I was saying, because we want every single vote to be counted. Every single vote. So, let's take the breakdown of this. Pentacles, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wands, we have 1, 2, 3. Cups, we have 1. No swords in this. And 1, 2 majors. So election day is more about stability than major events going on. And, we've got victory here, and we've got light, shining the light, bringing everything that's here out into the light, right? Look at this line: Cups, Three of Cups, celebration, a new physical beginning, and illumination, full illumination. The Knight of Wands is about travel and movement. So for me, in personal readings, it's change of residence, change within the residence, travel. So he's going someplace, traveling towards stability here, but travel, we've got big stability, and then we've got taking our time, reaping, harvesting, counting votes, and the Hanged Man there. All right, I think I'm going to stick with this deck for a little bit. Maybe. What else do we need to know? Okay, so look at this. We have Four of Swords and 10 of Wands. We've got a heavy burden to carry. Things are going to be at rest for a while. Taking a break from carrying all those burdens, not carrying any more than what is your own and what you have to carry. Take a rest. We're all going to need a rest and a break. So now I want to ask, but let me do this. A little bit more Fire of Azrael. I would like to ask, oh, for God's sake. There's the victory card again. All right. I am asking for Trump's actions after the election. After the election is over, not after it's called, after it's over. After voting is done, after election day is done. Be precise as you can be. After the election process is done, after polls are closed, show me, show me, show me. Show me the Trump side. After the polls are closed, show me, show me. All right. Hermit came out first. Oh man, look at this. Sun and Moon. Look at you guys, Sun. Oh, wow. Here we go. Here we go. So after the polls are closed, the Hermit, standing his ground, Knight of Cups, making an offer. I'm looking at that as just appealing to his people. Page of Pentacles in this context. Page of Pentacles also always talks to me about learning a skill, taking on a skill that, so some sort of formal learning. I wonder if that can be talking about, see, not really investigation. I might have to take a hit on that. But Knight of Swords, angry. What's he going to be? He's going to be angry. You know? And the Sun calling for, what's that? I mean, empowerment. The Sun is empowerment. It's full illumination. But then we have the Moon, lies, deceit, temperance, keeping all the balls in the air. Juggle, 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 tower. Look at those. Boom, 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 boom. Look at those 4 majors in a row. And then the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay, so Ace of Cups. All right, this is really interesting. Because, and we've got victory. Okay, well, that's what's saying. What's he going to be doing? He's going to be declaring victory. The victory card flew out, but he's going to be acting like he's celebrating, like he's really happy. So he's going to have to be putting on a big show. But the Temperance card, you know, instead in this deck, instead of the pouring water back and forth, he's juggling. And I've never ever noticed that before. He is juggling. How many balls can I keep in the air? Watch this one. Which one? Like the three card. What do they call it? I don't know. The cup game, and then the tower. What's Trump going to be doing the day after? He's going to be acting like he's victorious. He's going to be throwing celebrations, happy, happy, joy, joy. But then he's really here, kind of isolated. And there's part of me, if it weren't for the fact that he's got prison hanging over his head, he would be so happy to be done with this. He would be so happy to be done with this. So kind of ironically, for a fleeting second, I was thinking there, ironically, if he hadn't been charged with anything, would he maybe have just stepped aside? But but no, because that's not the destiny line that we're in. We are in a destiny track here. And it has to play out. It has to play out. And it's one of those things where you cannot second guess, should we have. We just have to follow the law, follow justice, do what's right in every moment, and let destiny unfold. But down here, too, that tower says he's going to be volatile and melting down. We've got isolation at the beginning and tower at the end. So a lot of melting down there. All right. Let's do one more with this deck. Oops. Me. Honestly. Yeah, I'm not editing anything. I'm just taking you along on my fun journey of being me. All right. So now show me Kamala. After polls close, show me Kamala. After the polls close, show me Kamala and what she will be doing. Show me Kamala and what she will be doing. Show me Kamala. Oop, come back. Whoops. We don't want these to be upside down. I don't generally read reverses. Okay. Look at that Knight of Cups in the same position. So what does that mean? That means coming to your people with this wonderful message. Look at the victory card. Oh, shit. Okay, well, fascinating. After the polls are closed, so 8 of Cups talks about walking away from where your emotional energy is no longer fruitful, And we've got the Ace of Swords here. I'm done with that. Making that cut for a new beginning. All right, now we turn the page is the what I'm hearing in my mind. Now we can turn the page and walk away from that toxic emotional situation. Here's what I'm offering now. Here's the bright future I'm offering. So they both come out with the wonderful message. Hers is victory. The message of victory and swift action, but there's heartache. There's lots of heartache because, yes, there's going to be shenanigans. Notice how the other side wasn't feeling heartache, or Trump himself, because he's delusional and he's a narcissist, and he's going to be claiming victory. But she is going to be feeling heartache. In the middle here, all right, what was in the middle of his? What was in the middle of his again? I forget already. So we've got this swift moving forward. Victory, swift movement forward, but a great deal of heartache. And then the High Priestess here is again, secrets. It's also intuition, psychic ability, dispassionately looking at things, sharing of secrets, looking out to find out what the hell's, looking forward to. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, so High Priestess is about secrets. This talks about looking to see, investigating, to see what's going on, where things were stolen. And then we have Celebration. Absolutely fascinating. Okay, you know what? I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to pull this heartache card out and ask for clarification on it. Okay. Now, let me focus. Clarify this for me, please, in terms of Kamala election night. After polls are closed, what is the heartache? What is the heartache after polls are closed? Election night. What is the heartache after polls are closed? Election night. Okay, some defeats, some victories. All right, so truthfully, there are some defeats and some victories, some celebrations, and there are going to be some that hurt. That's what it is. There's just going to be some that hurt. I've been thinking all this time about the election process, but this is talking about victories and losses. So there are definitely going to be some that really hurt. Okay. I will tell you that I did some more yes or no's that I'm going to edit out because the answers were contradictory and unclear. But I'm going to go to Light Seers for a 10 card and just asking on behalf of all of us who have worked so hard to save our democracy, all of us that have worked so hard, what do we need to know, like after the election? What spiritual message do you have to help us keep on keeping on, regardless of the results? Regardless of the results. We have the Page of Pentacles again. We have the Fool again. We have Justice again. We've got Seven of Swords again. And Ace of Wands in the middle. Okay, so when I was doing the yes or no questions that I edited out, I only ever got one ace on any question, which didn't make sense. And it was the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is coming up everywhere here. And Ace of Cups. Okay, so what do we need to know? Ace of Wands is that we need to make our own new start. We need to make our own fresh beginning. We need to find our inspiration and do something that is going to create. We're going to need to be creative. Page of Pentacles is our skills of balancing and grounding. The Fool is to find our faith again, to take a leap of faith, to allow ourselves to be held. I'm going to open my window because it's warm in here. Okay, so now you can hear screaming kids. So the Fool, it's a brand new beginning. It's all potential. So that also tells me right after the election, things are not going to be decided right away. And so the Fool says we just have to trust. We need to fall into the arms of the goddess and trust in justice. Seven of Swords. That's betrayal. I think this is acknowledging where we've been betrayed, acknowledging our losses, acknowledging where we've been robbed. And Ace of Wands is we've got to find our inspiration again somewhere, somehow. We need to feed ourselves with things that inspire us, things that fire the mind, the creativity. King of Cups is emotional stability. Again, kind of like that Emperor. And the Page of Cups, we have to be responsible for our own feelings of betrayal and loss, that we got robbed. Four of Cups, look at this. We got robbed and I'm so disappointed. So there are certainly going to be disappointing things. But Eight of Swords here is telling us that we cannot allow ourselves to get bound up in it. Look at these crows and these crows here. So, and then we've got Ace of Cups. So there's definitely a warning here about disappointment and getting bound up in that sense of I got robbed, and getting bound up in our own minds. We need to go for the illumination here. And the Ace of Cups says, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, with justice there, that we have a new start coming. And there's the King of Swords. We're going to have to trust in the lawyers. We're going to have to trust in the authority figures that will see the truth and that will carry us through. We're going to have to get unemotional here and see very clearly. Okay, I have one more. I want to see how long it will take for the election to be called. One card equals 1 day, starting with Tuesday, November 5th. Show me an ace for the day that the results, presidential results, are called. Show me an ace for the day that the presidential results are finally called. Show me, show me, show me. Show me an ace. One card, 1 day, 5th, November 5th. Okay, so I do think we're going to know election day. And the cards will not let me tell you one way or the other who it's going to be. They contradicted themselves, so I'm not allowed to know that. I know what's in my mind. Considering the other readings I was doing, I realized I was just under the assumption that Kamala Harris won. So I think we will find out Tuesday. Whether the legal wrangling goes on forever, there's going to be an announcement of winner on Tuesday. Okay. Those are my readings for you guys. Let me know what you think. And please take good care of yourselves. Take good care of yourselves. Do something that makes you feel good. Get out into the fresh air. It's a glorious autumn day today. People at this moment are standing outside the Board of Elections in Ravenna, Ohio, in my county. My son went and voted yesterday, and it was a 3-hour wait. I could not go out and stand in line for that long, so I will be going on election day with my husband. But yeah, 3-hour wait to get in. And it was like that the whole time in early voting. So do your best, vote your ass off, take care of yourself afterwards. I'll be here. Okay, hit like if you care to, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you soon. Blessed be.